everybody, it's Jazz. Welcome back to Savvy Social Events. In my last video, I briefly touched on skills for event planners, and I wanted to add to that list to give you my full recommendations on the skills that you want to have if you're an event professional or if you hope to join this field. Before I get into the additional tips, let's do a quick recap of what I talked about in my previous video. So as an event professional, you want to make sure that you are organized. Being able to juggle all the various aspects of event planning, managing the venue, managing your team, managing catering, marketing and promotion, answering questions from guests, all of that's going to be very important. You also want to be detail oriented and have great time management skills, because planning out your activities and meeting deadlines along the way is very important as an event planner. The other skill you want to have is being able to work well with others. You're going to have a team of people that are going to help you plan your event. You want to be able to work with them. You want to be able to delegate tasks based on their skill sets, and you also want to encourage them and thank them along the way. You'll also have a variety of different vendors to work with, from caterers to venues to photographers, supply providers, and you'll want to be able to develop good working relationships with all of these vendors because you'll more than likely be using them again in the future, and it's always nice to develop a preferred vendors list. You'll also have attendees at your events. As an event planner, you want to be welcoming and inviting if you want your attendees to come back to your next event. And lastly, you really want to make sure that you're self-motivated. You want to encourage yourself along the way and remind yourself of your passion for event planning. Now, here are some additional event planning skills that you want to make sure that you have. Being a good communicator is very important as an event planner. You want to make sure that you are able to communicate the purpose for your event and why it's important, not only for your team, but for guests and for vendors as well. When it comes to your event attendees, you'll be communicating with them before, during, and after your event. They may have questions for you, and when they come to the event, you want to welcome them and invite them. You also want to thank them for attending and also get their feedback on future event topics and ideas. All of this is very important because you want to build a community of supporters for your future events. When it comes to vendors, you want to communicate clearly what it is you need from that vendor and know what they can and cannot provide you. You want to be clear on this, especially if you're paying for services. Part of being a good communicator is also being a good listener. So you'll have a team of people that are going to help you plan your event. You want to get their feedback on how the event runs, because they are going to have a behind the scenes view of how everything happens. They can give you some really good advice on how to plan and execute and deliver your events. You also want to listen to your attendees and get their feedback so that in the future you know what types of events that they'll be interested in, so you can offer that to them. Another good skill to have as an event planner is to be resourceful. Every event's going to vary slightly in the things that you'll need for that event, but some things do stay the same. You'll always need a venue, you'll always need marketing materials, and you'll always need event supplies. Think about how you can be resourceful when it comes to your budget. That way you can keep your costs low and you can then make a profit on your event. Figuring out how to get things complimentary, doing things yourself, getting donations, or even trading services are all good ways to keep your budget low. So one of the things that I do is I design my own flyers for my events. I use software like Canva and PicMonkey. It's free software that you can use online. They have templates that you can use. It's design software and it's really easy to use, and they have really good products for you. That can save on a lot of costs when it comes to graphics. You can also ask businesses and other organizations to donate food for your events if it's something that they believe in and they want to be a part of. Marketing your event's going to be very, very important because you want to reach your audience. And one of the things you can do to save costs is you can partner with other events or other businesses that share the same audience as you and do a cross promotion. One of the events that I did, I partnered with the King Arts Complex here in my city, which is an organization that does a lot around the arts in the community. we shared the same audience, and we were both having an event around the same time. So what we did is we were able to utilize both of our social media platforms. They would post our event on their Facebook page, and we would post their event on our Facebook page. What that allowed us to do is to reach different segments of our audience directly, and it benefited both of us, and it saved us a lot of money in marketing. You can also be resourceful when it comes to entertainment or speakers or people who you need as experts to come to your events. Think about your friends and family. Think about other professionals that are maybe just starting out that might be able to offer you their services at a reduced rate or complimentary. I have a great friend who is a health and wellness coach. She came to one of my events and did a wellness talk. I have another friend that is an amazing poet. He provided entertainment for one of my events. And I have a friend who's an herbalist, and she came to one of my events and did a DIY for my audience. They're all experts in their field, and they came to my event and supported me because of the good relationship that we have. So think about those people that you might be able to call on when you need someone as an expert for your event. If you don't have a lot of contacts, you can still reach out to your local colleges and universities, because a lot of students might actually offer you services for free if they're working on a class project or if they're looking for an internship opportunity. You can use students to do graphics, marketing, photography, videography. They can do a variety of different things, and it can save you a lot of money. So again, reach out to your colleges and universities if you need people to provide services for your event at a low or reduced or free cost. My final skill is to be creative as an event planner. Think about how you can offer something unique or unexpected to your event. Take your event topic and add something to it with a twist. Or think about something that enhances the value of your topic. You can also offer something that's exclusive to just your event attendees. At my Natural Beauty Bliss event, which focused on DIY beauty techniques, we touched on makeup application, eyebrow sculpting, and natural hair techniques. One of the things that we did is we offered guests exclusive discounts and complimentary services from each of our presenters. This was something you could only get if you were an event attendee. To recap, the essential skills that you'll need as an event planner is to be organized, to work well with others, to be self-motivated, have good communication skills, be resourceful, and be creative. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you don't miss any time that I post, like Savvy Social Events on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.